Hey, what's going on, guys? Alex with NBC 11 Alive. And for the best of high school sports coverage, man, make sure you tune in Team 1-1. Friday nights, man, with Jeff Hullinger and the crew. We do the best job in the state and the country, really. But yeah, who's bragging? Either way, I got my guy Junior Baker with me right now, and we have a topic that we want to talk about. And we're talking about 7-on-7 football right now.
Correct.
People have said 7-on-7 football is the new AAU of football. They're trying to compare, basketball, what AAU has done to basketball. Now, in my humble opinion, I do believe that is not true. For the simple fact, here's why I say, right? In basketball is basketball, right? Correct. So it's 5-on-5. You have everything you need for what you will see on Friday nights or Saturday nights at a high school basketball game or at a college basketball game. Everything remains the same. There is nothing that changes. With 7-on-7 football, you can have some people out there having a great day, right? But at the end of the day, I've always believed this. You got to put the pads on, because until you've been touched a couple times, it'll change you up a little bit. It'll change you, go across that middle talking that trash like you do. And also, the thing, like I always say, you don't have a line. And for quarterbacks, they're going back there. They got 4 seconds. It helps getting the ball out. Yes, it helps identifying some things, and it helps you can work on your sets and everything like that, your offense during the off season. But to me, I don't see I don't see 7-on-7 as being the AAU of basketball because of those reasons. All I simply see is a way to compete. It's a way to somehow get some coaches' attention. People say they don't pay attention like that, but you can get some people's attention that way. I don't care what nobody says. And it's a way to develop and work on your craft during the spring and the summer. What you got?
That's correct. I'm agreeing with you for the most part. Like you said, it is 7-on-7.
Yes.
It's no pads.
No pads.
You can go out there and look like Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck out there. But
combined.
As soon as those, all in one. But as soon as those pads get on, that's a totally different story. You can be a hero on the 7-on-7 circuit, but you get out there on a Friday night, and let's say you got that Rome defensive line front four coming at you.
It's getting tough. It gets tough.
The whole ball game changes. But I will say this: 7-on-7, it is like I said, it's an extension of football, season football. No pads on. It does keep your mechanics sharp as a quarterback. Receivers with route running, with hands, running backs the same way. DBs, you get to perfect your craft with your technique and your back pedal and your reads, all that good stuff. That teaches that, which is great. You get to stay somewhat sharp with your mechanics and your mind when it comes to football during the off season. 7-on-7, like I said, it's great for the off season, but it's other things that you miss out on. Let's say a kid wants to work on their speed. Why not run track? You're missing out on track. What about your multi-sport athletes? Baseball. You got baseball in the spring. So football year round, it's a lot of wear and tear on your body. Even though it's no pads on, you're still running, and your joints and your knees and all that good stuff. It's still a little bit of wear and tear on your body. But like I said, if you definitely have a future in it, your mechanics, your techniques as a DB, if coaches want to stay sharp, get out there and draw some plays, man. So it has its pros and its cons.
And I agree with you 1,000%, man. I think we're saying the same thing here. And with 7-on-7, it's just when I look at it, I see a couple of things that stand out to me. I think that you're getting people involved that's never even played the sport, that's never even been around the sport, and so they're in it for whatever reason they have. You know what I'm saying? And those people, look, that is what it is. That's in everything. So that's why those people started saying it was AAU, because they were trying to make it something bigger than what it was.
What it is.
Then the second part is you have people, instead of, look, we all want to win, we all want to compete, right? But for example, you have a player that's playing 15U, right? For 7-on-7. But he clearly should be in the high school division. But somebody has talked this kid into playing 15U so they can win a 7-on-7 championship. That's a spring and summer wasted.
But see, that takes away from the players' ability. It's all about the coaches then. The coach wants to run around, I got this 15-year-old that should be playing 18U, come out there blowing the rest of the kids out. He's winning, but it's for the coach. It's not for him. Did he get better, or did the coach get bragging rights?
And I'm just so big on that, man. I think that when I see players like that, they're not putting themselves in a position to be uncomfortable. They're not putting themselves in a position to be beat. They're not putting themselves in a position to fail. And that's what makes better football players. That's how you get stronger. That's how you get faster. You have to put yourself in a position to fail. And I guess in my opinion, I think when I see stuff like that, those are some of the things that's wrong with 7-on-7. I think eventually what's going to happen is those high school coaches, and Georgia does it pretty well. Our high school coaches get really involved with 7-on-7 as far as tournaments. But I think you're going to start to see the club division will always be the club division.
Right.
Because it's just too much money in it right now. You know what I'm saying? Where you got the big time tournaments going on and all kind of stuff like that going on. So that's not going to die. But what I do think is going to happen is you will start to see more high schools work together with big 7-on-7 tournaments, with a way to train, and I believe we will see an adjustment to the rule when it comes to 7-on-7. For example, I'm gonna give you one example.
Okay.
When you're passing the ball, right, and you take a sack, well, I believe they should lose at least 2 or 3 yards on that play. Here's why I say this. If you're teaching the kid how to just hold the ball and there's no penalty, or not, I don't want to say penalty, but there's no consequences, then that's what he's going to learn how to do. He's going to back up 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just going to hold the ball. He's going to learn how to hold the ball instead of at least get the ball out your hand and throw it away. Do something.
That's a pro and a con.
That's a pro and a con.
The con is holding on to the ball.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's teaching them. This is the pro.
Yeah.
Going through progressions.
Yeah.
X isn't open.
Yes.
Okay, let me try the Y.
Yes.
Let me try the Z.
Yes.
Or let me hit a running back, going through, coming out the backfield on a flare. Yeah. So it will teach you your progressions as a quarterback.
It does, but I'm saying after that 4 seconds runs out though.
Okay.
Because again, I love the time. Okay. I think it's perfect. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. You read whatever you need to read.
Right.
But I believe that there has to be something after that. I don't think you just throw the ball down and hey, it's first and 15 again. You know what I'm saying? Or excuse me, second and 15 again.
Right.
I think it should be some penalty to that, not penalty, but some consequence to that.
Okay.
But look. There's a whole bunch of things I'm sure you want to say about 7-on-7.
It's a lot, man.
There's a whole bunch of things I want to say about 7-on-7. Obviously, this has to be a conversation that we have to have for a whole nother time. We're about to go live or something like that.
But we would need some more time.
We need some more time with that.
Exactly.
But at the same time, we do both believe this right here. 7-on-7 can be useful. It can help develop. It can help you get recognized a little bit. Again, I know people say they don't recognize 7-on-7. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Wow. So it can help you get recognized a little bit. If for anything to say, you know what, this kid's doing all right. Let me see what his film looks like.
Right.
Let me check him out on Friday night. Right. So you can see a couple of things like that. But of course, the bad parts we talked about, people are using it for bragging rights. You see kids being put in different positions that's not going to help them for the fall football season. There are a lot of pros and cons, but at the end of the day, one thing we can't deny is 7-on-7 is here to stay. It's not the AAU football, but it is a great extension.
Let me say this real quick before we sign off, man. I had a conversation with my guy Tony Ballard.
Yes.
Man. Hustle Link. He has one of the best 7-on-7 teams around here, man. And like I said, they travel.
Yeah.
They travel. They was in Vegas last year.
Yeah.
I know they just did. They went to Mississippi and played in the tournament. Yeah. This is the pro. This is another good thing, real quick.
Go ahead.
They will go play in a tournament. But while they're in that state, they will hit every college, every major Division I college in that state. They were Mississippi. I think they went to, they did go to Mississippi State for sure, and I think they did hit Ole Miss. So that's another good thing. If you travel, if you're going to take some kids to go play football, take them and show them the academic side. Take them to that school, that college, so it can inspire them even more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, and there are, and again, what we want to say, man, there are a lot of fantastic 7-on-7 teams out there. You mentioned what you have, what Tony has going on with Hustle Link. Chad Masco with AUG.
That's right.
Cam Newton, who I think is phenomenal.
7-on-7.
So you got a lot of good programs out there that are trying to do some good things, but at the end of YPL. Can't leave
YPL, can't leave out, YPL.
But at the same time, there are a lot of people in there. We won't name them. But there are a lot of people in there that are doing 7-on-7, let's just say maybe for the wrong reasons. But again, it's a lot of pros and cons to it. Right. You have to decide yourself if 7-on-7 is good for you. But that's all the time we have right now to talk about the topic. Until then, man, talk to you next week. Take care, guys. We're out.